Good afternoon, everybody. Hope all had a good lunch and fresh to start again. A very interesting interactive session wherein we look at projects which will be the project which is already approved and going to start in next month, and also a new project call which will be there in September 2019. So with the work which, as I said in my inaugural speech in the welcome address, the work which ISGF and European Commission DG Energy Office been doing for the last 4 years has come to real projects. It's so delighted, and the constant support of our friend Matthew from the DG Energy Office, we've been able to include one demonstration project in India in one call which was issued last year. So the original construct was that there will be 2 or 3 demonstration sites in India and 1 or 2 in Europe, but there were only one proposal from India that time. So that project has been approved and it will be implemented. It's one of the very, very important step in this EU-India smart grid relationship. And we have been otherwise talking for several years on the other initiatives in research and all, but the actual projects is somewhere where both can gain from each other. I often, in different platforms in US, in Europe, in Israel, Japan, everywhere, I tell, if you have any new technology, bring it, we will allow you to put it on our grid. You can do it on the real grid. And because of the fear of its reliability, the fear of reliability of new technologies on the grid operators in the West, they don't allow them to touch even anything outside of the lab. It takes several years for them to really experiment a new technology on the real grid. And we have brought several new technologies from different parts of the world and done it in Delhi itself. We have done it in Bombay, we have done it in Calcutta, we have done it in all parts of it. So for entrepreneurs to test and trial new technologies, and if it's successful, scale it up, commercialize. That route can be much faster when we work in this partnership with utilities in India and also technology companies and utilities from Europe. We, in the next 2 sessions or 3 sessions, will be talking about some of the projects, as well as Matthew will set the context and he will be talking about some of the technology companies and utilities, how we make matchmaking for responding to the call which is expected in 2019 September, so that more viable projects which can be proposed for taking up in that call, which will be allotted someday in middle of next year. So, and that is going to be much bigger in size, actually 9 million euro from EU side and 9 million euro from DST, Department of Science and Technology side in India. So it's going to be a 18 million euro proposal. And all thanks to, again, Matthew and his hard work from the DG Energy Office. So we look forward to at least 2 or 3, minimum 3 Indian demonstrators coming and collaborating with utilities in Europe and moving forward on that direction. More technical parts of that will be explained by Matthew and others. And I have the pleasure of welcoming you all, and also our CEOs of our distribution companies, Mr. Devashish Banerjee, Mr. Pravir Sinha, and Madam Shika was supposed to come. As you all know, the election and other, so she couldn't make it today. She will be here either tomorrow afternoon or Friday morning. So one of our colleagues who are here will be joining. In the meantime, in the interest of time, I will request you to start with the proceedings.